Warsaw is located in Poland and was initially the capital of the Masovia region, but in the 16th century it became the capital of Poland. Jews are believed to have lived in Warsaw, Poland by the late 1300s, but the first real evidence of Jewish settlement in Warsaw was 1414. For many years, Warsaw was a staple for Jewish prosperity. Jews were a large part of the financial field in the Warsaw economy and also many fields of the industry and commerce. The woman in the photo is Joanna Ludmila Klein, and to her right and left are two men. Her connection to the men isn't signified, but there is a possibility that the man on her left is her father, Jerzy Klein. The two are vacationing in Warsaw and are relaxing on the beach while holding a sign that reads Major dla Dzieci, which in English is a place for children. The Kleins managed to escape to America while Jerzy obtained a job as a teacher and managed to escape and reach American soil with visas before any harm can be done to them. In the following photo is my mother, father, and I all posing for a picture while on a vacation in Ein Kham, Jerusalem. We all ran inside due to the cold weather, and due to that day being the last day of our 4-night stay in Jerusalem, we decided to take a picture. Behind my father, a large lavish building can be seen, which is the local synagogue that is attended by most of the locals. It's very special to see how once Jews mainly went to vacation in local European cities, and now they are also able to finally take a relaxing trip to the ancient city of Jerusalem. It's also a surprise how the luxurious building in the background is only a local synagogue, but yet it still looks as if it is almost a temple. This shows how far the Jewish people have gotten with their religious beliefs, even with all the hardships. This is a group portrait of members of the Shomer Tza'ir Zionist youth movement in Sejano, Poland. One of the women posing in this photo is a woman by the name of Rosa Robata, who was deported to Auschwitz in 1942. She was one of the first pioneers to be put in Birkenau women's camp. When a Jewish underground was established in Warsaw, she was considered the leader of it in the Birkenau camp. Eventually, while trying to complete one of her missions, she was caught, arrested, and tortured. She was hung on January 5, 1945. The following photo shows my dad and his co-workers in a meeting. My father is the CEO of his startup company, Wellness Layers, and to his left is his vice president, and to his right are his leading workers. The special thing about this picture is that the meeting is taking place in Israel in the year of 2007. If it wasn't for people like Rosa Rabata who fought for a Jewish country, my dad might not be working today at the job he loves. The following photo is of German soldiers marching into Warsaw carrying bayonets. In July of 1942, the Germans initiated the first mass deportation to Treblinka from the Warsaw Ghetto. 5,000 to 7,000 Jews were deported daily. The number of Jews that were murdered within the ghetto and the deportation to Treblinka were approximately 300,000 of the 370,000 that were admitted to the ghetto. The following photo is of my dad. He is standing in front of the Brandenburg Gate while on a vacation in Berlin. There seems to be no anti-Semitism in sight, as can be seen by my father's large smile. I find this photo as a great example that shows how far society in most of Europe has come in the case of anti-Semitism. From Jews being deported out of the Warsaw Ghetto and now being able to pose for a picture at one of the most famous sites in Berlin. Though Warsaw and Berlin are two different places, they still used to share similarity in anti-Semitism, and thankfully, now they don't. When I initially began my research, I searched for photos that have to do with the word vacation. One of the first photos that came up is the photo of a man and a woman posing on the beach while holding a sign. This only proves that though there were anti-Semitic actions, Warsaw was not a hostile place for the Jews and allowed them to roam the streets freely. I chose this photograph because this shows that the city of Warsaw was full of life, joy, and prosperity before the cruel Nazis took over.